George Blanda supplied all the Oakland points as the historic Dolphin win streak came to an end 12-7. The loss was sobering, but Don Shula quickly put it in proper perspective when he stated, "Maintaining the win streak would have been nice, but it wasn't our objective by a long shot. Our main objective is to get to the playoffs. That's all that matters."
Rick Weaver along with Henry Barrow and Fred Woodson back at the Orange Bowl in Miami.
A long kick by Bell, and the Dolphins will begin off the touchback from their 20-yard line. Setting them for you, Warfield and Briscoe, the wide receivers, Fleming, the tight end, Moore and Evans, the tackles, Hilchenberg and Little, the guards, Langer, the center, Greasy, the quarterback, and Kick and Zonka will be the running backs. The Dolphins moving from our left to our right for this first quarter. And so in the first offensive sequence, the Dolphins did not pick up a first down. A loss on that play of about 6 yards, and Larry Seipel's punting team is in to handle the kicking chores. Line of scrimmage, the Dolphins 21. Seipel stands back at the 6. Here's the snap. He gets off a wobbly end-over-end kick upfield. It is grabbed by Stingley back at the Patriots 32. Starts from the far side, 35, 40, up across the 45, and knocked down at the 48-yard line. A fine return by Darrell Stingley as Seipel did not get that ball up high enough, and Jesse Powell and the Dolphins specialty team makes the tackle. Return of some 16 yards. For the Patriots, Plunkett is the quarterback. Ashton and Tarver have been the running backs. Stingley and Bataha are the wide receivers. Windsor, the tight end. The tackles are Sam Adams and Tom Neville. John Hanna and Bill Lenkatis are the guards, and Doug Dumler is the center. With excellent field position. On the snap, handoff goes to Ashton. Over the right side, cut back to his left, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25 to the 20, and wrestled out of bounds inside the Dolphins' 20-yard line by Dick Anderson. Well, the Patriots look like they have come to play, and the Dolphins are a little bit lethargic, both offensively and defensively, on the first offensive and defensive sequences of the ball game. They mark it down at the Miami 18-yard line. A run of 34 yards by Josh Ashton, a second-year man from Tulsa. Den Herter, Fernandez, Hines, and Stanfield, the front four. Swift, Bonacani, and Cullen, the linebackers. Foley and Johnson, the quarterbacks. Scott and Anderson are the safeties. The ball at the Dolphins' 12, a third down and 4. They must get to the 8 to keep this drive going as far as a touchdown opportunity is concerned. A pass over the middle to the tight end, Bob Adams, who had just come in the ball game, and he's got the first down inside the 6-yard line at about the 5. And so the Patriots have a first and goal at the Dolphins' 5-yard line. A second and goal from the Miami 4-yard line early in the ball game. The Dolphins defense, as they have been in early preseason, in trouble trying to get the offense out of it. There's a fumble in the end zone as Cunningham hits the middle, and the Dolphins recover. The Dolphins, Curtis Johnson, the right quarterback, comes up with the ball. Cunningham tried his famous hurdle over the middle, and he was hit. The ball squirted loose in the end zone, rolling around loose, and Johnson fell on it for the touchback. And so the Dolphins defense stops the Patriots offense, and the Dolphins will take over at their 20-yard line. There is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with the score, Miami nothing, New England nothing. The ball is put down back at the Miami 17, and as we saw last week, the Dolphins' offense has been practically non-existent. It'll be a third down coming up, and 17. The Dolphins are a minus 13 yards in the passing game thus far in the ball game. 8:20 left to go in the first quarter. There is no score. Warfield spreads far side, Briscoe to the near side. Kick and Zonka the split back. Greasy drops the throw, steps up in the pocket, fires up the near side, overthrown, intended for Briscoe. It looked like he might have slipped. Lost his footing at about the 35. The pass goes out of bounds, incomplete at the 40. Steve Kiner, the left linebacker, and George Huey, the left cornerback, covered on the play. So for the second time, if the Dolphins have had the football this afternoon, they have failed to move it offensively, and Larry Seipel's punting team comes in. Here's the snap. He gets a pretty good rush, and this time he gets off a high, wobbly kick. Fair catch is called for by Durko at the Patriots' 43-yard line. That's where they will start from. 40-yard punt that time by Seipel. And the Patriots will have Jim Plunkett trying to get something started here from their 43-yard line. Ashton and Tarver. Ashton, number 31, and Tarver, number 36, will be the running backs. There is a timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with the score, Miami nothing, New England nothing. Third down and 6, Patriots from their 47-yard line. 6:40 to go in the first quarter, no score. Plunkett, long count at the line of scrimmage. Drops back to throw. He sets up, has time, fires deep down the far sideline. It is caught and knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Darrell Stingley, the man in motion, as he went in motion to the far side and then just veered up the far side of the field. Jake Scott knocked him out of bounds as Plunkett hits him with a first down pass down to the Dolphins' 28-yard line. A pickup on the play of 25 yards. It'll be a 3rd down and 11. The ball from the Miami 29-yard line. Here is Plunkett dropping back to throw. Has time. Now has to sprint out of it. He's going to run with the ball. He can run. 25, and he's dumped to the 26. So he picks up only a couple of yards. Mike Cullen makes the tackle. He's a big quarterback, and he has been known to run for touchdowns. So the Dolphins stop him. Picked up only 3 yards, got back to the 26, so we're going to get a look at the field goal kicker, Bill Bell. It'll be a 33-yard attempt from the near side inbounds hash mark. He's kicking toward the west end. Bad snap. Kick is blocked. Bounces in the air, grabbed by Jake Scott, back at the Dolphins, 17 to 20, up to the 26-yard line. Lloyd Mumford blocked it. There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be piling on, Rick.
The penalty will be against New England as Scott grabbed that deflection off the blocked field goal by Mumford. It was a bad snap, as we call it. It was low into the dirt, or into the ground. There's no dirt on polyturf that I know of. And Dowling had to set the football in an upright position. And we get the personal foul called on New England for piling on after the tackle on Jake Scott. And the Dolphins come up with their best field position of the day out at the 42. Timeout on the field. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with a score. Miami nothing, New England nothing. And the ball is out at the Miami, just shy of the 50-yard line, actually about the 49.5. Mandich is in, and Marv Fleming comes out. We have 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go. In this first quarter, there is no score. This is the Dolphins' best penetration of the day. The Patriots jump as Greasy goes back to throw. He completes the pass, the kick out of the backfield, down into Patriots territory at the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and a tackle by Axe, the right side linebacker and right cornerback, Ron Bolton. 13 yards on the pickup. And the penalty, defensive offsides against the Patriots, was declined by the Dolphins. They'll take the gain and have a first down down to the 38-yard line. That is the first down of the contest for Miami. 3rd down and a long 5 from the Patriots' 33-yard line. We have just 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Kiner making a move on the stunt from the linebacker spot. Greasy drops back to throw, throwing deep down in the near corner. Briscoe is down there. He can't get it on the baseline of the end zone. Incomplete. George Huey, the left cornerback, did an excellent job in covering on the play. Greasy going for the TD for Briscoe, and the pass is incomplete in the end zone. So Garrow's field goal team will come in, and that's the end of the first quarter. Dolphin action continues from the Orange Bowl with no score in the ball game. We have a hot day here. The Dolphins, however, have not been hot on the offense and have been stymied once again, and so Garrow's field goal team will try to get some points on the board here to start the second quarter. This will be an approximate 40-yard attempt. Morrill is in the hold. Garrow on the season is 4 out of 6 in the field goal department with 14 points, his longest a 53-yarder. Here's the snap, set down, the kick is up, he has the distance, and it is good. Garrow Yepremian with a 40-yard field goal, and the Dolphins get on the board. Let's go down to Fred Woodson.
Rick, the Dolphins are very cool and calm down here. The heat doesn't seem to be such a factor today. The humidity is lower, and it's not as hot. They aren't taking oxygen as often as they were last week. And also, Howard Twilley's been warming up down here. Evidently, we'll see him on the next possession of downs by the Dolphins.
Let's go back to the yardage situation again. Miami in the first quarter did not pick up any yards in passing. They got only 23 on the ground. New England had 32 in passing and 53 on the ground. So the Dolphins' total offense in the first quarter, 23 unofficially to the Patriots' 85. That scoring drive, 24 yards, 6 plays, consumed 3 minutes and 1 second, and Garrow kicks a 40-yard field goal, and the Dolphins get on the board to lead 3-0. We have just started the second quarter of action. The Dolphins out in front by a score of 3-0 on Garrow Yepremian's 40-yard field goal. 3rd down and 8. New England's ball from their 22-yard line. Plunkett ready to go to work. Up under center. He drops to throw. Now he's going to have to run with it. Back to his left. Still being pursued. Fernandez is going to get him and runs him out of bounds. Way back at the 14-yard line. Manny Fernandez with excellent pursuit ran Plunkett out. He couldn't find anybody open, and by the time he decided he was going to run with the ball, there might have been a few people open, but he was running for his life and didn't see them. Barnes, a rookie from UCLA, will stand back a yard deep from the end zone as the line of scrimmage is the New England 14. Kicking against a rather stiff breeze, which has sprung up in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Here's the snap. Gets the kick out of there. A low trajectory spiral, not particularly deep. It'll bounce. And they ruled that the kick was downed at the 45-yard line in Dolphins territory and not back at the 41. So Miami will start there. A 41-yard kick that time. There's a timeout on the field. Dolphin football continues from the Orange Bowl with a score, Miami 3, New England nothing. Howard Twilley is in the Dolphins offensive alignment. He is split to the far side, Warfield on the near side. Morris and Zonka, the I-backs. Behind Greasy, hand off to Merck, outside of the right, turns the corner, 50, 45, down to the New England 43-yard line. Rambles, Mercury, Morris. Sandy Durko made the tackle on the play, number 22, but not before Morris picks up a first down into New England territory. 13 yards for Morris. They mark it at the 42-yard line. Well, that'll bring up a third down and 7. Miami's ball at the Patriots 39. Greasy dropping back to throw, fires for the sideline. It is caught and out of bounds is Mandich. Down inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. Jim Mandich, the tight end, leaping high in the air along the far sidelines, hauled the ball in and pushed out by Sandy Durko. 12 yards on the pass completion from Greasy to Mandich. A third down and 12 for the Dolphins. The ball back at the Patriots 29. Greasy on third down, long yardage. Drops the throw again. He's firing deep down the near corner. Warfield can't get it at the 2-yard line. Overthrown, incomplete. And so we'll get Gary Yepremian's field goal team again as the Dolphins fail to move the football either on the ground or through the air to get a touchdown, and the fans are beginning to boo, presumably, Bob Greasy. 10 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in this first half. They have the ball at the Patriots 29, and this will be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Morrill is in to hold. The snap is set down. The kick is up. He has the distance, and again, it's perfect. With 10 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this first half. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl. With the score, the Dolphins 6, the Patriots nothing. Rick Weaver at the Orange Bowl. Heron and Rucker back to receive Yepremian's kickoff. Here it is. Garrow kicks this one out of sight, way out of the end zone. The Patriots have not had a run back, and they will start from their 20-yard line. And back to throw is Plunkett. He completes to Stingley. Hook pattern across the left side. Gets out to the 35-yard line. That is good for a first down, a pickup of 15 yards. Second down and 7. Patriots from their 38-yard line. On the snap, Plunkett drops the throw. Fires the out of the backfield at Tarver. 40, 45, out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And they're going to mark it at the Dolphins' 49. Third down and 9. Patriots from the Dolphins' 48-yard line. Plunkett dropping straight back to throw. Sets up. Now he's caught by one leg. Breaks out of the pocket. Rolls to his right. Fires a pass. It is caught by Bataha. 30. Shakes the man. 25, 20. Down and out of bounds at the Dolphins' 16-yard line. Patriots knocking on the door now with a first down at the Dolphins' 16-yard line. Plunkett drops to throw again. He's looking left. Firing out. Rucker makes a move to the outside. It is intercepted by the Dolphins at the 5. Anderson to 10, 15 to 20. Looking for blockers up to the 25 and gets out to the 27-yard line. We have a timeout on the field. We're going to hold it here with 7 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in this first half. The Dolphins leading by a score of 6-0. Dolphins defense again has come to the front and given the offense excellent field position. Dolphins from their 27-yard line. On the snap, Greasy drops back to throw, sets up, fires out to Fleming, shakes the receiver, got the ball, 35, puts a move on a defensive back, gets across the 40 to the 42. So the Dolphins pick up 15 yards, a first down up to their 42-yard line as Greasy hits the tight end Mar Fleming. 6:55 left to go in the first half. Miami leads 6-0. Greasy, long count, hands off to Morris, starts outside behind Little, turns inside and gets across the 45 and is knocked off his feet at the 46. They're going to mark it at the 47, so give Merck a 5-yard gain. 6 minutes, 19 seconds to go in this first half. Dolphins lead 6-0, second down and 5. Miami from their 47-yard line. Greasy on the snap, hands to Zonka, hits straight ahead and bowls his way across the 50 down to about the 48, and that could be close to a first down. They didn't make the first down. They just missed it by a foot or so it'll be third down and short yardage.
Kick over the right side to the 45 for the first down.
5 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in the half from the Patriots' 45. Here's the handoff. Zonka, hole right side, 40, 35, carrying people with him down to the 30-yard line. Rambo's Larry Zonka, 15 yards for the Dolphins' longest run from scrimmage, and the tackle made by linebacker Ron Axe. First down at the Patriots' 30-yard line. Greasy on the handoff, hands to Zonka over the right side. The tackler meets him, and Zonka carries him a yard or two. They give Zonka only a yard on the carry. Second and 9 from the Patriots' 29-yard line. Greasy drops to throw. He's looking left, fires out. It is caught by Twilley at the 20, and he's out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That, however, is good for a Dolphin first down, a pickup of some 11 yards as they mark it at the 19-yard line, so let's give them a gain of 10. 3 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the first half. Miami leads 6-0, a rather lethargic offensive performance thus far. The backs are in an eye, and right tackle Norm Evans jumps Flags go down. 5 yards against the Dolphins for illegal procedure. Puts the ball back to the New England 24. Brings up a first down and 15 situation from the New England 24-yard line. Twilley spreads to the far side. Warfield to the near side. Morris and Zonka, the split backs, in behind Greaser. Now somebody jumps from the Patriots, gets back, hand off to Morris, sweep to the right, turns the corner, 20, 15, 10, 5, he scores! Mercury Morris, a devastating block from Larry Little out in front. He had a wide open right sideline, and Merck gets the first touchdown on the ground for the Dolphins offense this season. His first. Mercury had 12 TDs rushing last year, and it's good to see that one come. The white handkerchiefs were very much in evidence. That drive, 73 yards and 8 plays. Morris, a 19-yard scamper. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's good. So it's 13-0 with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this first half. The Dolphins out in front. Let's change the yardage on Morris's run, 24 yards and not 19. That is the first long sustained drive since the final quarter of the San Francisco game 2 weeks ago. Here's Garrow's kick again. It is high and deep back in the end zone. Heron grabs it 5 yards deep. He's going to run it out. 5 to the 10. And he is first collared at the 11-yard line. Here is Carver outside to the left, turns the corner, 20, 25 to the 30. And he is not tackled, and he gets up across the 35. Third down and 17 for the Patriots from their 29. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first half. Dolphins leading 13-0. This is about as inept a New England team as we saw here last year. Plunkett ready to go to work. Fakes the handoff, drops the throw, pressure being applied. He's firing deep up the far side. That'll be way overthrown and out of bounds. Intended for Rucker. He had no chance in the world for it. So that'll bring in the punting team. Bonacani really put the pressure on, coming up from his middle linebacker spot for the Dolphins that time. The clock shows 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in this first half. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Great pressure applied. He gets it out of there and gets it high. Nice kick by Barnes. Charlie Lee will grab it back to the Dolphins 30 and is tossed back at the 28-yard line. A -2, and let's see where they're finally going to mark it. They finally decide to mark it at the 29, so it's a loss of 1. Doug Dumler downfield to make the tackle. A 41-yard kick that time by Mr. Barnes. Jim Mandich is the tight end. Warfield splits to the near side, Twilley to the far side. And the Dolphins start from their 29. Here's the pitch to Morris. Sweep to the far side. Turns the corner. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Cuts back to the near side. Shakes the tackle. He's going to go. 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Everybody in the ballpark has their handkerchief out now. A beautiful run. Tremendous blocking. And when he got loose up the far sidelines, he just busted off tackles right and left. 71 yards for Mercury Morris. And the Merc has now scored twice, and the Dolphins' rushing game, the ground game, which had been under criticism and not scored a touchdown going into this ball game all season, has now awakened like a sleeping giant. Yepremian tries the point. It is partially blocked, but it caroms up in the air, and it goes through the uprights. So it's good. And it's now a 20-0 ball game in favor of the Dolphins. 1 minute and 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Just a tremendous effort by Mercury Morris that time. Gero Yepremian field goals at 36 and 40 yards, and Morris touchdown runs of 24 and 71 yards. So the incompletion will stop the clock with 10 seconds to go, and that will bring up a third down and 2. Plunkett back to throw. Here's a pass, complete to Stingley, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock at the Dolphins 29 with 4 seconds showing on the board. The ball at the Dolphins 29 on that pass completion. Just 4 seconds to go in the first half. They have the field goal team in now. Bell will try a 36-yarder against a pretty stiff breeze. Dowling will hold. He had one blocked earlier. Here's the snap, set down. Kick is up. This time he gets it up there with the distance, and he scores. Bill Bell kicks a 36-yard field goal for the Patriots as no time is left showing on the board. That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Dolphins 20, the Patriots 3. We've just started play in the third quarter. The Dolphins out in front 20-3. The ball is back at the 21-yard line, a loss of 2 yards on the play, and the Dolphins send in the prevent defense. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 situation. 3rd down and 9. Patriots from their 21-yard line. Bonacani stunning around. Right up over the center's nose. Here comes the blitz. Plunkett back. Bonacani after him. And he's thrown for a loss back at the 12-yard line. You could see that one coming. Nick probably up there hollering, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you, and he did. Lenkadis, St. Jean are the guys who were beaten on the play. And Bonacani With the middle linebacker blitz, you could see that one coming, and Plunkett is flattened out back at the 12-yard line. A loss of 9 yards, and that's the first Dolphin sack of this ball game. Barnes is the punter, and he'll stand about 4 yards deep in the end zone. The line of scrimmage, the 12, at the Patriots 12. Lee and Anderson back as the deep men to field this punt, waiting for the snap. Here it is. He gets a good rush. He gets the kick out of there. Low trajectory spiral. Anderson grabs the ball on the run, and he is cracked at the Patriots' 42-yard line. Morris now has carried 9 times for 141 yards with a 3rd down and 2 situation. The ball at the 33-yard line. The power blocking unit up front. Morris and Zonka, the split backs in behind Greasy from the New England 33. The handoff to Merck. Starts outside to the right. Gets the corner turn, and that's about all as he's ridden to the ground and out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage on the far side of the field by defensive left end Ray Hamilton. This will be a 40-yard attempt. Earl Morrow will hold, kicking toward the west end of the field with the breeze behind him from the far inbounds hash mark. Here's the snap, set down. The kick is up. He has the distance, and he's got another one. Yepremian with his second 40-yarder, his 3rd field goal of the ball game. 10 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with a score: Miami 23, New England 3. Rick Weaver back at the Orange Bowl. Little Mac Heron, number 42, and Reggie Rucker, 33, are back to field the kickoff of Garo Yepremian. He has kicked him out of sight this afternoon. Here's another one, high and deep. Way back in the end zone, Rucker, he will go down on one knee and down the football. And again, the special teams, and particularly the kicking of Garo Yepremian, has been outstanding this afternoon. The Patriots will start from their 20-yard line, and it's been Yepremian's kicking off that has kept New England bottled up since the first quarter, and except for that one drive in which they got a field goal near the end of the first half. That's all that they've been able to get offensively. Dolphins defense has done its job, and Mercury Morris has been sensational running with the football. Unofficially 141 yards thus far in the ball game. Plunkett out to his right, fires out of the to Rucker out in the flat. He's trying to find running room laterally back across the field to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, the 40, being chased by Anderson. Anderson's got him and drags him down at the Miami 41-yard line. Plunkett thus far 9 of 15 for 166 yards through the air. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7, and here comes the messenger in again. Stingley replaces Vataha. Back to throw goes Plunkett on 3rd and 7. He's firing deep into the near corner. It is caught and out of bounds at the 3-yard line is Reggie Rucker, and the fans set up a howl. So do the Dolphins. Colin and Curtis Johnson covering on the play. But Rucker was wide open, and he made a sensational grab over there at the 3-yard line. The fans down in that corner hollering that he was out of bounds, but the official on top of the play is buying none of it. 22 yards on the pass completion, and the Patriots have a 1st down and goal situation down at the Miami 3-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and goal for New England from the Dolphins 2. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 23-3, Dolphins lead. Patriots trying to get in for a touchdown. Plunkett on the snap. Hands, and in for the touchdown is John Tarver as he started outside to his left and cut back to his right. There was a hole there big enough for a herd of hogs to run through, and he just banged into the end zone for the TD. So the Patriots get in on the ground for their first touchdown of the afternoon with 6:16 left to play in this 3rd quarter, and in to try the point from placement will be Bill Bell. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is blocked. It is blocked by Curtis Johnson. And so the try for point is blocked. You very rarely see that, but it happens occasionally. There was nothing apparently wrong with the snap. Bell got his toe into it, but Johnson just put the pressure on. And so it's a 23-9 score with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. That drive, 80 yards and 9 plays, with Tarver going over on a 2-yard run. And the kick is blocked by Johnson. Dolphins ball from their 24, 3rd down, a long 6. They have to get out to the 30. Greasy drops back to throw. He's fumbling the football, and the Patriots recover at the Dolphin 14. Arthur Moore flicked that ball out of Greasy's hands. Bob was about to be contained and thrown for a loss when he put his head down and looked around to the back, and Moore coming in on him knocked the ball out of his hands. Ray Hamilton is the man who knocked it out, and Arthur Moore is the fellow who recovered. So the Dolphins come up with an offensive mistake as Greasy fumbles the ball. Moore recovers it, and the Patriots have a 1st down at the Dolphins' 14-yard line. 23-9. Miami leads. 4 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The ball at the 2. 2nd down and goal from the Dolphins' 2-yard line. The clock moving with 2:05 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Plunkett ready to go to work. Both units set in tight, nose to nose. Here's the handoff, starting outside, cutting inside. Here's Tarver, and he's got the touchdown over the left side from 2 yards out. He scores his second TD of the ball game. John Tarver, number 36. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with the score: Miami 23, the Patriots 16. Mercury Morris grabs Bell's kickoff back at the goal line and runs it out across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Dolphins will start from there. The tackle on the play made by Steve Kiner and Ray Hamilton on the Patriots specialty teams. Dolphins lead now 23-16. And how big that fumble by Sam the Bam Cunningham down at the 4-yard line in the first quarter, which the Dolphins recovered in the end zone, now becomes for New England. And the Dolphins offense, which has been spectacular but nothing sensational as far as keeping the pressure on, has its work cut out for them again. First down, Miami from their 24. Greasy back to throw, fires from the near side, caught by Warfield out of bounds at the Dolphins' 33-yard line. And it's a pickup of 9. It'll be second down and 1. Greasy with a second down and 1. Here's the handoff to kick over the right side, and he's at the 35, out to about the 36, and that should be good enough for the first down. The ball at the Dolphins' 36. First down, 1 minute and 1 second left to play in the third quarter. Miami leads 23-16. Here's the handoff. Zonka hits the middle and bounces out to about the 40-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. Arthur Moore, number 75, defensive tackle, makes the stop. The ball at the Miami 40, and it'll bring up a second down and 6. Clock moving with 33 seconds to play in the third period. Greasy on the snap, hands off to Morris, starts to the left side, cuts inside, 45 up to the 50-yard line, and he's knocked down at the 50, and that could be the new record, single-game rushing record for a Dolphin player, as he needed 9, and unofficially he picks up 10. The tackle by Bolton and Anderson. Morris gets 10. We'll call it until we're corrected as the new record, and that also is the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the third period. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with the score: Miami 23, New England 16. Dolphins have a first down at the midfield stripe as we get ready to go into the last period. 15 minutes of football left, and don't go away. Anything can happen. This Dolphin offense has been all Mercury Morris, and the Dolphins lead by just 7. Back to throw goes Greasy. He has time. Now it breaks down. He's going to have to run for his life. He's running to the 50 to the 45 and gets to the 41-yard line. Second down and 1. Dolphins ball at the Patriots 41. From the Patriots 41, Zonka booms over the left side, gets the first down to about the 35-yard line. Morris has set a new individual rushing record here this afternoon for a Dolphin player. 11 carries, 152 yards. Touchdown runs of 24 and 70 yards. Here's a handoff to Mercury. Sweep to the near side. Cuts back. 30, 25, 20, 15. Out of the 10, the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Mercury Morris having just a fantastic afternoon. 35 yards that time. Just a simple sweep down the near sideline. And excellent blocking in front of him. He was horse-collared by Anderson, the safety man, at the 2-yard line, but he just carried him in. Here's the snap. Yepremian gets the kick up. And it's done. Dolphin football action continues in a minute. The score: Miami 30, the Patriots 16. A touchdown drive at the Dolphins, 76 yards, 7 plays. Morris, a 35-yard run. The penalty sets the ball for the Patriots back to their 11-yard line. Ashton and Tarver are the split-backs in behind Plunkett. Here's the end around. We're carrying the football backward to the tight end. From the 4-yard line, second down and 17 for the Patriots. That's the east end of the field. Here's a handoff to Tarver over the right side, and he gets out to about the 6. Out of the backfield at about the 12 on the far side. It was underthrown. So Mr. Barnes will have the pressure on him. He has about the worst field position that he would want. He will have a little room, however. The line of scrimmage will be the 6. And he'll stand back some 8 or 9 yards deep in the end zone. The Dolphins get a nice round of applause on defense as they come off. They did an excellent job, as they have done. It's a long count. Here's the snap. He does get a good rush, but he gets the kick out of there. Wobbly kick, short, and it goes out of bounds at about the Patriots. Oh, they're going to mark it over there. 37-yard line. A punt of some 31 yards. So the Dolphins will take over at the Patriots' 37-yard line with 11 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in this football game. Third down and 4. Dolphins football at the Patriots' 31. Kick and Zonka, the split-backs behind Greasy on the trap play. Zonka over the right side, 30, 25, down to the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Bulls, Larry Zonka, Will Foster, number 55, and Ralph Anderson, 49, make the tackle. 14 yards for Zonka. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Warfield out of the huddle, spreads to the far side. Briscoe to the near side. Greasy drops a couple of steps back to throw. Hits Warfield. He's got a touchdown. A slant over the middle. President Nixon's favorite play. And Greasy completes the touchdown pass to Warfield. That for Bob, his third touchdown pass of the year, covered 17 yards. Warfield caught it at the 2-yard line and carried cornerback Ron Bolton in the end zone with him. With 9 minutes and 54 seconds left to play in the contest, the Dolphins lead the Patriots 37-16. That drive, 37 yards, 4 plays, and Warfield catches the 17-yard TD pass from Greasy. Garrow comes forward, gets the toe into the ball. It's high, and it'll be taken by Rucker at about the 3-yard line. Out to the 5, the 10, the 15 to the 20, cuts for the far side, and he gets away from Larry Ball. He's at the 35 to the 40 and is run out of bounds. On the far side of the field by Garrow Yepremi, the kicker. Larry Ball had him, and he got away from him. Garrow makes the tackle. They've got Stingley and Vataha as the wide receivers now with a 2nd and 10 from the Dolphins' 45. 8 minutes, 48 seconds left to play. Here's the snap, the handoff on the draw. Flag goes down, goes to Tarver outside of the right 40, 35, down to the 30 to the 29-yard line, but there's a flag down. Defensive offsides against the Dolphins, of course, declined by New England. Tarver picks up great yardage. On the snap, the handoff to Ashton. He bounces inside, shoots, loses a tackler, gets to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and some 4 yards to go for 1st down, 9 yards to go to get it in the end zone. Plunkett, a couple of steps back, looks left, fires the end zone. Rucker's got it for a touchdown. So for Plunkett, that is his first touchdown pass of the season. And so it's now a 37-23 ball game with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left to play in this contest. 37-23, a lot of offense in this ball game after extremely slow starting contest. Here's the whistle. Bell comes forward, gets the toe into it with the wind behind him. He gets it down there deep. Way back, and no run back will ensue as it goes out of the end zone. The Dolphins will start some 80 yards away with a 1st down from their 20-yard line. 3rd down and 8 for the Dolphins. Greasy on 3rd down conversions, 4 out of 10. The ball at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. On the snap, here's the handoff. Zonka coming to the near side. He's not going to make nearly enough yardage. In fact, he gets only a yard out to the 35 with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to play. Seipel is in to punt when time is in, and he'll stand back at the 20-yard line as we wait for the snap. Here it is, a little bit low. He digs it out of there and gets off a beauty. A nice, high, wobbly kick. It'll be grabbed on the fair catch by Stingley back at the Patriots' 25-yard line, and they will start from there. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 situation. The clock moving with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. The Patriots have only 1 timeout left. Here's the handoff going to Tarver trying to get outside to the left. He's hit, fumbles the ball. Picked up by Nick Bonacani at the 10, the 5. He scores! Bird Denherter is the guy who put the clamps on Tarver and forced the fumble. The ball was rolling loose at about the 12-yard line. Nick Bonacani, the Dolphins' defensive captain, deserved to get a touchdown the way the Dolphins' defense has played this season, and he just scooped it up and ran into the end zone. He was tackled by little Mac Heron at 5'5", 170 pounds. That should be the 2-minute warning. Dolphin football action continues in 1 minute. The score, the Dolphins 44, the Patriots 23. Dolphins have now scored more points than they scored all last year with one exception, and that was when they gave Don Shula his 100th coaching victory here against the same Patriots team and beat them 52-0. The Dolphins have this one in the sack, 44-23, and have finally broken out of their offensive lethargy. The incompletion stops the clock with 9 seconds to go. Stingley and Vataha, the wide receivers. Plunkett, the quarterback. Heron and Cunningham, the running backs. Back to throw. Here's Plunkett. Has all day long. Now he is firing deep down in the near corner. Down here is Vataha, and it is knocked away by Jake Scott in the end zone, and there is no time showing on the board. That is the end of the ball game. That was the final play. Scott making a good play on Vataha in the end zone to knock it away. The final score, the Dolphins 44, the Patriots 23. Dolphins have won their 2nd game of the season. Now find themselves in an Eastern Division tie for first place with the Buffalo Bills, who beat the Jets today.